my biggest mental health example has been my curly hair in this,
Mm.
where I also came from a place where I was constantly straightening my hair.
Mm.
And as I said, like I also grew up a little bit in India and in Dubai. There was this, I don't even know what to call it. There was this grooming class or something that we went to where they kept telling us that curly hair is bad hair or curly hair is like ugly and not accepted. Like it'll always be the before of a Pantene ad.
Oh, well, absolutely. Frizzy hair, then put the straightening products in, and you've got beautiful straight hair, and then you're ready to go.
Yeah, and that has always been shown to us.
Mm.
And when I was in school, there's so many photos of me like with that hairband, and just to like keep the frizz down. So from my school days, I have been told that curly hair is not acceptable. It's not hair that can be managed. You have to put hair bands, which just feels like a band-aid in that moment, right? To calm it down for that.
Or even to mask what you
To
have,
mask,
right?
exactly,
Yeah.
really. And then I went into college when I could afford to like straighten my hair, like afford, like even money wise, I'm
Mm.
saying, to straighten my hair. Then I would straighten my hair. I would start getting, when I came to Dubai and started working, I made some money. I would get blow dries done. Then I think there was this one part where I went for a party and someone had curly hair and she looked at my edges or something and she's like, "Do you have curly hair?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then she's like, "What are you doing?
Mm.
Why all of this?" And I was like, "I can't manage it. It's not as beautiful as yours." And she had like thick curly hair. And she's like, "Of course it is." And then she sat me down in this whole party and explained the entire process. And it took me 1 year to transition from my straight hair to my curly hair
Mm.
because my straight hair didn't know how to be curly. Like it lost its training.
Absolutely.
And that transition phase, man,
It's
that
horrible,
was
isn't it?
the worst transition phase.
For me, also, I had that transition phase after keratining my hair. I had an incident actually. I straightened my hair, and then I got on a flight. And when I arrived at my destination, I washed my hair, and the top part of my hair fell out because the product was so bad. And I was like, oh my God. So I was literally wearing a hat. I was in Singapore and I was literally wearing a hat for the duration. And then I went to see a hairdresser and she did some sort of miracle where she cut it in such a way it didn't look so obvious. But yeah, it was really difficult. But I didn't learn my lesson because it was still conditioned that straight hair was best hair. I do a lot of corporate work. And what I did find was that when I had curly hair, people didn't take me as seriously.
What?
Yes, it's just it was this attitude, angle of approach to my narrative. They took me seriously, so I did like a little study for myself, if you like. So I went to a couple of corporates with curly hair, then a couple without curly hair, and I felt that there was less resistance to what I was teaching, as opposed to when I had curly hair. Isn't that interesting?
That is so weird.
And
I
I think
hate
in the
this.
corporate space, you'll see a lot of women have beautiful blow dries, and I like a blow dry from time to time. However, you seldom see women with curly hair. Seldom. Even like, people with afro hair, what you'll see is they either straighten it or have a weave or they plait their hair and so on and so forth. And beautiful Arabic women who have curly hair, they tie their hair up and put it in a lovely bun, and it's very seldom that you see it. But now people are embracing the curly hair era, which I am doing, which you are doing, and curly is beautiful.
Curly is so beautiful.
Mm.
And thank you for saying that corporate thing. I had no idea.
Mm.
I mean, as I said, I left my corporate life a while back, and that time I had straight hair, so I never really got this chance. But
Absolutely.
that's insane. But I do see, I do see people now, like even when I go to the parlor today,
Mm.
if I go, they will ask me if I go for a hair wash. The first thing they'll say is like, "Let me blow dry it," and I'm like, "No, I want to do my curly routine afterwards," which a lot of people don't know how to do. So I kind of just do it myself because it just saves time. And they'll be like, "No, no, no, let me do it," or after a haircut, let me blow dry. I'm like, "No,"
Mm.
and they'll convince me every time I walk in to get my nails done that I should like straighten my hair. And I'm like, "Buddy, I'm embracing it. Like, what about this is bothering you so much?" And I have had a salon owner tell me that curly hair looks so messy. It might look good the first day, but the second day looks so messy. I just feel like running a comb through it and settling it down.
Well, I think you and I are not conformists, and that's to be celebrated. So whoever's watching this, and if they have curly hair, and if you're a little girl with curly hair, embrace it, and
Yes.
enjoy it, and enjoy the skin that you're in.
Yeah, exactly. So my biggest learning has come from embracing my curly hair. And the reason why is that transition phase, right? That 1 year of it not being curly but not being straight, and it just felt like I want to go back to my straight hair because it was easier. So why I say mental health, because it felt like when I'm making change, I'm not reaching the destination yet. I could go back to my old patterns.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, I just can straighten it. It'll solve all my problems rather than it being this limp and
I
wavy.
think sometimes I think the curly hair transition is a great reminder that sometimes we have to sit in the uncomfortableness to really understand ourselves, number one, and number two, to really appreciate our journey and why we are where we are. Right? If it was easy, everybody would be doing it, and nobody be in therapy, and everything would be utopian, wonderful. Would it be wonderful? And then it would be same and boring. So I think a little bit of struggle, passion, if you like, is really, really important to make us aware of what we like, what we don't like, and for us to draw boundaries. And also very important to determine who are our people.